Hello and welcome to Success Tips Global. It's February the 19th, 2023, and I have the pleasure of speaking with the Tokyo-based gentleman, Mr. Tushar Ahmmed. Welcome to Success Tips Global.
Thank you, sir. It's glad to see you, and thank you very much for inviting me on this platform, and it's a privilege. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, how do your best friends call you?
Well, my best friend usually call me Tushar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And before coming to Japan, where were you living?
Well, before coming to Japan, I was living in Dhaka, which is the capital city of Bangladesh,
Okay.
before coming to Japan.
And for people who don't know Bangladesh, what's interesting about Dhaka?
Okay. Actually, Dhaka is the capital and largest city of Bangladesh, and it is one of the most densely populated cities in the world, with an estimated population of over 80 million people.
Wow.
So, and Dhaka is known for actually its rich cultural heritage, with many historical sites like monuments and mosques. It's also home to some of the world's most iconic street food, like biryani. And Dhaka is also a major hub for the textile industry,
Okay.
with many factories and workshops producing some of the most world finest fabrics. So I would like to request all of you that please do visit my country, and I must say you would love it.
Sounds good. What
Yeah.
kind of schools did you attend?
Okay. I attended a college before coming to Japan. It's named Dhaka College. So
Okay.
it is affiliated to the University of Dhaka, and it is also known for the oldest and secular educational institute of Bangladesh, where I majored in English literature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it has a big and beautiful campus with greenery, and overall it was a great experience, and I'm glad to I had that chance to attend such prestigious university.
Great. Then when did you decide to come to Japan?
Okay. So I think it's 2014. I actually decided to come to Japan. Yeah, almost 9 years ago.
Okay. And before coming, what kind of preparation did you do?
Okay. For me, actually, I wanted to take my undergraduate program here. So I had to learn the basic Japanese language skill, at least N5 level. So I prepared all the documentation like bank statement and bank solvency, all the tax clearance, to prove that I'm able to bear all my tuition expenses. Then I contacted a language school in Tokyo to take 2 years language courses from here. And luckily, they were accepted me to take the courses and send me the eligibility card. So it was pretty long journey for me.
Now, when you first came to Japan, what was your impression about the country and the people?
Okay, great. When I first came to Japan, I was amazed by the beauty of the country and the hospitality of the people. I was also impressed by the advanced technology and infrastructure, as well as the unique culture and traditions. So it was great experience actually, and I'm glad I had that opportunity to visit this beautiful country.
Okay. You mentioned that you went to Japanese language school. Is that how you learned the Japanese language?
Yes. It's a 2 years language program, and my basic language actually developed from there.
Okay. And how difficult was it for you?
Okay, it was quite challenging for me because I did not know a single word of Japanese before, and it has 3 different kind of letters I had to learn. But with dedication and practice, I think it is possible to become a proficient. And additionally, I would say it was very helpful to listening the native speakers and all my Japanese friends and engaging in conversation with them.
Okay, so that's very good advice for anybody
Yes,
wants to
yes,
study
yes,
Japanese. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so I know you attended a business college in Tokyo. Why did you decide to go to this college?
Okay. Uh, Actually, I wanted to go to a business college when I was in Bangladesh because, you know, in Bangladesh, and I think all uh, all over the world, in most of the country, they're like obsessed with the Japanese product and Japanese service. So
Mm.
I think that why don't I use this opportunity? That's why I want to learn the Japanese business manners, Japanese corporate culture, and their services. That's why
Mm.
I entered the business college.
Okay, so you've mentioned some of the things you learned at the business college. Anything else you remember?
Okay. Well, I learned a variety of useful skills at the college, such
Okay.
as financial management, marketing, accounting, and business communication.
Mm.
I also learned how to develop and implement effective business strategies, as well as how to analyze and interpret data. So
Okay.
I also gained an understanding of the global business environment and the importance of the international business relations.
Mm. Wonderful. Now
Yeah.
let's talk about your job experiences in Japan from the time you first entered the country.
Okay, that's the interesting thing you talked about. Yeah. Actually, I used to work in a convenience store when I first came to Japan, and my language skill was not that good.
Mm.
So I still remember that when customers came to the store and asked me for anything like give me this or that product, and I was like nandeskat. I never heard this before, and I called the store manager. So yeah, it was pretty challenging when I first came to Japan.
Okay. And what do you do now? What's your current job?
Okay, I'm working for a telecommunication company as a network infrastructure engineer.
Okay. And
Yeah.
how long have you been doing it?
Yeah, about 1.5 years I have been doing this job.
Mm. And what would you say you like about this job?
Okay, actually, I was pretty much excited to working in the IT sectors,
Mm.
especially the networking.
Mm.
So I enjoyed challenge of troubleshooting, like and resolving the network issues. I also enjoy the satisfaction of seeing a network infrastructure project come together and working as intended.
Mm. Okay, so did you study computer networking before you came to Japan or after you came to Japan?
No, sir, I don't. I don't. I'm very new at this sector. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. So you went through a training program?
Yes, sir. I do.
Okay, very interesting.
Yeah.
And what would you say are some of the challenges in the job?
Okay. As my academic background was business, so
Mm.
I am pretty new at this sector.
Mm.
I had to learn a lot of things, and still I'm learning. Like
Mm.
how does work the server, how does work the router,
Mm.
the switches, the hub, like that. And on the other side, if you want to work with Japanese people professionally,
Mm.
you have to know the Japanese very well.
Okay.
Still, I'm learning Japanese, especially for the
Mhm.
writing session and, of course, the kanji.
Mhm. Okay, but what about working in Japan or working with Japanese people? What advice would you give to people in that area?
Okay, yeah. I would give the advice the people who want to work with Japanese people that please know as much as you can the Japanese corporate culture and of course the Japanese language. That
Mm.
will help you the most.
Okay. So since you came to Japan, how much traveling have you done?
Okay, during my first year as a student, I didn't have much opportunity to travel.
Okay.
I used to go to school 5 days in a week, and after the class, I had to work. Yeah, pretty much. And last 2 years, I traveled pretty much. I traveled to Fukuoka. I
Mm.
traveled Miyagi, Hokkaido, Aomori, like Yamanashi, Ibaraki, and almost every popular place in Tokyo.
Okay. And do you have any recommendations for places people should see?
Okay. Yeah, I would recommend people to come to visit Hokkaido
Mm,
because of its stunning natural scenario,
mhm,
the unique culture, and the unique cuisine of Hokkaido.
Okay.
So Hokkaido is also home to some of famous Japanese ski resorts. So
Mhm.
I hope they would love it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you've been working hard. If you want to have fun, what do you do?
Okay, in Japan, I usually hang out with my friends, which I love the most.
Hmm,
Sometimes we make some delicious Bangladeshi dishes together,
hmm,
go to long ride with them, and it makes me even happier.
hmm. Okay. I know when you were in the business school,
Yeah.
you used to motivate people with your quotations. Do you have a
Sure.
favorite quote?
Yeah, yes, sir. I do have my favorite quote. It's my actually favorite quote, and also my humble request to the human being that
Okay.
is the intelligence is not a privilege; it's a gift. So, and you use it for the good of mankind. That is,
Hmm,
yeah. I'd like to
Okay.
request the human being.
Great. Okay. So I finished my questions. Do you have any other final message to the world?
Yes, sir. I do. I do. Yeah. I want to say the world that please do appreciate the newcomers who are really passionate about something, and I hope it will make the world even better.
Hmm. Thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. It's a privilege. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye for now.
Bye bye.